Okay, go ahead and say it. Brian, you are suffering greatly from Trump derangement syndrome. I have become increasingly convinced that our current reality is being scripted and written by the producers and executive scriptwriters for the movie Idiocracy. This is actually a post by Donald Trump on Truth Social. This is not photoshopped. He says the Biden FBI placed 274 agents into the crowd on January 6th. That's January 6th, 2021, just for the slow kids in the back. If this is so, which it is, a lot of very good people will be owed big apologies. What a scam. Do something, President DJT. The only problem is on January 6th, 2021, the President of the United States until January 20th, 2021, was Donald J. Trump. And the director of the FBI was Christopher Wray, who was appointed by DJT. Christopher Wray replaced Comey, if you'll remember, and Christopher Wray stayed in that position for about 10 years, retiring in 2025. But Donald Trump is convinced, or he's trolling us and he's playing 52D chess. He claims that the Biden FBI during his own presidency, during Trump's own presidency, placed 274 FBI agents into the crowd on January 6th. How does Biden have all that power? And where is Trump's power? Why is Trump the president of the United States, the commander in chief of the military industrial complex, the leader of the free world? Who is he saying, do something? If something is going to be done, shouldn't it be done by the President of the United States, the all-powerful President of the United States, who controls the executive branch and the legislative branch, and who stacked the judiciary? What is going on here? Further, I don't know if this is just a massive gaslighting troll campaign, but Carrie Lake says, all done to cover up a stolen election. We must eliminate mail-in ballots, return to election day, get rid of all machine tabulators, and prosecute anyone who knowingly commits election fraud, as she attaches Donald Trump's Truth Social post. But that's not all, because you have rightist propagandist Benny Johnson saying in a late night post, President Trump says 274 FBI agents were placed into the crowd on January 6th and says, do something. You missed something, Benny. President Trump says Biden's FBI placed 274 agents while Trump was president. So what's going on here? And when you point that out, it's just amazing the depth of the cognitive dissonance that's going on. They're not just sipping the Kool-Aid. They're funneling it. They're guzzling it down by the gallons. Master, you tell us how high we need to jump. When you walk out of your stately palace with no clothes, we'll tell people that you have excellent garments on. We'll try to convince them that provable lies aren't being told by you. We are your sycophants, and we will do whatever you ask us to do. You have to walk away from principle. You have to be the most cowardly, immoral, spineless fool to be going along with this. Don't sit there and tell me that Donald Trump is playing 6000D underwater reverse somersault chess to get one over on his detractors and to foil the plans of the deep state. You are freaking delusional. I've never seen so much cognitive dissonance cobwebs. I've never seen such a massive display of mass psychosis or Stockholm syndrome in my entire life. Jim Jones is probably spinning in his grave at high speed with jealousy that Donald Trump has these kinds of brain dead followers. I'm convinced that some of these sycophants are so far gone, like Benny Johnson, and he's so in the tank for Donald Trump, that Donald Trump could literally put a you know what to Benny Johnson's mother's head, and you know what on Fifth Avenue, and Benny Johnson would be, there's got to be a reason for this. He's only doing this to root out the deep state. All hail Donald Trump. This is how far gone these people are. This is how darkened their souls have gotten. What the hell is actually going on here? How can this possibly be our current reality? And then when you point out the obvious, and it couldn't be more obvious, just check the dates. The director of the FBI during this time was appointed by Donald Trump. It was Donald Trump's FBI, and yet he takes to Truth Social to say that it was Biden's FBI. And nobody's going to fact check him on this? What the heck am I missing here? And not only are people not going to fact check him, they're going to actually double down, triple down, and back him on it. And just so you don't think I photoshopped something, I want to just show you. This is actually Donald Trump's Truth Social. Let me just go up here. This is Donald Trump's Truth Social. Look, I'll just hover over some things so that you can know that this is really his channel, his Truth Social account. I'm just going to go down here. I'm going to hover over this. Look, that's really Donald Trump's. This is his 16 hours ago. The Biden FBI placed 274 agents into the crowd on January 6, 2021. If this is so, which it is, if you can't trust him on this, how can you trust him on anything? A lot of very good people will be owed big apologies. What a scam. Do something, President DJT, do something. Well, if you're not going to do something, who are you screaming out to? What is going on? Do you support Trump? If you support Trump, you know what you're supporting? You're supporting I like take the guns first, due process second. You're supporting red flag gun confiscation laws. You are supporting father of the VAXX. You're supporting $6.2 trillion in CARES Act, only $270 billion of which went to Americans. The rest of it went to the Fed and corporate elitists. And that's why we have this massive inflation going on right now. If you didn't take a look at my last video, look at my last video on the disturbing illusion. Look what he tweeted out there about there being virtually no inflation. Is that what you're experiencing when you buy meat or eggs or poultry or milk or bread or gas or anything? Are you experiencing no inflation? You know how high ground beef is right now compared to a year or two ago? How about just regular household bleach? You see what a gallon of bleach costs today as opposed to what it cost 1 or 2 years ago? Do you know why that's happening? Because your dollar is being devalued. And who helped to devalue the dollar? The people who write the policies. Biden helped massively in devaluing your dollar, and so did Trump, and so did Obama, and so did Bush, and they all do it every single time. The national debt always goes up, Republican or Democrat. Your dollar is always trashed and smashed, and you end up having to work harder for less money that's going to buy you less things at the grocery store, making it very, very difficult for people to live. Your cost of living is going up while the political parasites go, you know what, we'll just throw you $2,000. We'll give you a stimulus check of $1,400. I did the math on this. I did a whole video on it and posted it over on my High Impact Flicks account over on X. I want you to take a look at it. Basically, the cost of living, the stimulus, only covered about $6.19 per hour, but the basic American who lives very, very modestly had at that time, and this is March of 2021, a cost of living of $41.66, which means the stimulus only gave Americans 7 times less than their actual cost of living. This is a slap in the face to all Americans. And that was just a stimulus that covered 1 month. And they send out 2 checks, a $1,400 stimmy check and a $600 for a total of $2,000. A lot of Americans didn't even get their stimulus check. And we're talking about bare bones. Let me ask you out in the audience right now, what is your basic cost of living? Basic, no extras, no entertainment, no going out to eat, nothing, no fancy food, just the basics to get you by, to keep the lights on, pay all your utilities, put a roof over your head, put gas in your car. How much does it cost for you to, what's your mortgage? What's your car payment? How much does it cost for food every month? What is your basic cost of living? What does it take for you to actually just get by with no extra frills every single month? I bet it's more than $1,500. These political parasites are literally sucking us dry. They're psychopaths. They claim they're from the government and they're here to help, and yet they do the exact opposite every single time, enriching the bankers and the corporate elitists and their financial buddies on Wall Street. Somebody just massively shorted Bitcoin the other day, and in 2 hours, they made tens of millions of dollars, 30 minutes before the announcement that Trump was going to place 100% tariffs on China. So you can call me a whacked out libtard all you want. This right here is absolute insanity, and you got to be even more insane to back this. Democrats are against you. Republicans are against you. Biden and Harris were against you. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance are against you. What's it going to take to get you people to wake up? Downvote this video all you want, unsubscribe, leave a nasty comment. It's never going to wipe away the truth that these people hate the truth and they want to suck you dry for everything that you've got. They're after you, your families, all your loved ones, and your time and laboring energies. They want your land. They want it all. The question is, are we going to continue to submit and play their game? Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below. If you want to support this channel, you can do it for free. Don't give me any money. Keep your money. Just like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, and I will see you in the next video.